I guess. So, James O'Brien on LBC, British radio, he was talking about, he had a segment on the show called Is the West Dead? And he was quoting from Ursula der Leyen, I believe her name is. I can't pronounce it. She's a Secretary of European Union or something, European Commission. She was the German Defense Secretary, that's what I know her as. And she's talking about is the West dead in regards to a number of things. He went up talking about how in the end, the people who were against migrants and, you know, Britain getting too liberal, they've wrecked the country in certain ways, their own ways, by voting for this far-right conservative stuff. That wasn't my take. My take was, I think he's right. My take was that the values of America, the values of the West, of democracy, of diplomacy, of living freely, the rule-based order is over. And that I tell friends of mine, you know, they're like, oh, things will go back to the way they were. No, they can't. You know, because America specifically chose this. The Mueller report, January 6th, COVID, the Lafayette Park disaster, just the whole disaster that was responsible to George Floyd murder was tragic. It was frankly tragic. And white America chose to vote for this again, willingly. So that means we can't go back from this. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what I've learned getting older, is that you define people up in choices when they know the choice. Because you can't make me do right. I told somebody that, I said, you can't make me do the right thing. I can't make any man do the right thing. Because if I do, it isn't the right thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Charity, and goodwill, and integrity, and fair play are values. These are values. You can't make me believe in them. I either believe in them or I don't. I respect you as a man. I respect your right to live your life as a man, or I don't. And it almost makes you think if Trump could run a third term, a lot of white folks probably would vote for him again. You see what I'm saying? So we can't, but that won't happen because he can't run 3 times. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person dies or something and they were like abusive. Well, if they were still alive, the person may still be with them. Just because, you know what I mean? They're just not around anymore, so we'll never know. That doesn't mean that, okay, you guys are right. No, it's that I can't, that option is closed to me now. So we can't go back because you chose to destroy the country for Trump. Can't go back. Go back to what? Go back to pretending that we were, but I just thought that with that series of statements she made, is the West dead. Yes, those values of fair play are dead. And the elemental drive behind those types of values is dead. That human dignity, that belief in human dignity is dead. You know, and it feels weird watching sci-fi movies now, where like America does this, because we're not that anymore. We're in the dark ages. White America chose this. They chose to vote for a man that stopped cancer research, that stopped research on diabetes, research on women, and research on Alzheimer's, and they voted for a man who openly chose to do that. And now I'm seeing that they're being, NIH being told by Health and Human Services, they can't even tell the public or the colleges about what grants they're cutting. And they're not even gonna like give a heads up, just doing it. I saw something yesterday. They used to have a guy that would study like diseases on cruise ships and stuff, and they fired him. They laid him off. And it's wild because the cruise ship companies pay for that, not the government. Doesn't matter. getting rid of the Citizens Protection Board. That's who gives us awareness on fraud and cons. That's their job, is to protect the consumer. Consumer beware. That's their job. So the white America have voted for a country, voted for lockstep. They voted for a country to be led for and by crooks. You can't come back from that. How? You voted to make me lesser and to make my life unstable. Oh, not only that, I said this a while ago, that I believed that Trump would at some point either A, come out and be like, look, we don't believe in flu. Flu's not a thing anymore. We don't believe in it no more. We don't believe in, it's not real anymore. And so we're just going to stop. Or that he would tell them to stop testing for bird flu. It happened yesterday. I said that would happen. They've stopped testing the milk. I said that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I remember I was talking about home time. I remember telling a friend of mine who went to the range, who was in a car and stuff, and I told myself that's what's going to happen next. I said he's gonna fire people. He's gonna make it to where they can't do the job. And the next day it came out he fired people whose job it is to study the bird flu, and he was rehiring them. I knew it, because that's his game. Because that's their game. That's what they do. Their game is about chaos and confusion and creating an environment where they can do whatever they want without any sense of investigation or impartial research or any of that. It's about creating a world where they can just do their dirt and lie and no one knows any difference. That's why they're getting rid of NOAA, weather radar. That's why they're getting rid of that. Because they don't want anybody to know what they're doing. They don't want anybody to be able to see what they're doing and what society's turning into now. The pollution and all that. That's what these crackers voted for. A shorter lifespan, more pollution, and a depression. That's what they voted for. How they're proud down there. Like I said, I think Ursula is correct. The West is dead. The values, that the oomph, the vim, the vigor of square dealing, they call where I come from. Square dealing, that's done. And these crackers don't even care about that no more. They don't even care about how they used to say, oh, overseas they do. We don't do that. We don't do that. They don't care about that no more. They don't care about being seen as decent or moral or acting with integrity. They don't care about that no more.